So let's see what's going on with these guys again. Beldam, tell me, what good are you? You still haven't taken care of that Mario character? Well, yes, sorry, but only because he's tougher than we thought at first. You do understand that we X-Nauts must open the door first, do you not? Well, rest assured I will definitely nail him next time. We've prepared a weapon that will bring him to a quick and certain end. I trust your words, though I rapidly lose my patience. Just leave it to us, sire. That's away, my lovelies. Marilyn, Vivian. And away they go. At least she was nice to, Vivian, I think it is? The thin one? No doubt about it, I'm officially bored. Those awful X-Things haven't been back to ask about the map. I wonder, is it safe? Well? Oh my, that must be Tech again. Fine, this time we won't bother going for the shower, and we'll just check what's up. Even though I like the hairstyle, since it doesn't stay, there's no point in doing it, really. Hello, Princess Peach. You always come in without warning, Tech. And hey, docs, welcome in. Oh look, it's that game series that had the worst 3DS game ever. Yeah, I've heard that people aren't too fond of Sticker Star. This is my first Paper Mario game, so I figured I'd start with one that people do consider good. What is it this time? I apologize. I would like you to go where Sir Grotus is and ask him something. What do you mean, go ask? I recently obtained specific information that brought an issue to my attention. You're the main computer here, right? Was there anything you don't know? I am unable to know things that are not entered into my CPU or otherwise recorded. Wait, things get entered into a CPU? Shouldn't the CPU just process the things? Wouldn't it get entered elsewhere? Is that the correct way to say that? I do the opposite and start with the worst and work my way up to the best. See, I could do that. But if I start with the worst one and don't enjoy it, I won't have any motivation to play anything else in the series. Because I'm like, this was bad, why bother? Even though, you know, that might be unfair to the better parts of the series. But I'd rather like try to experience the good game. And if that's good, I can play more of the good games. And at some point, I'll play a game that's bad. And I'll know, okay, anything that's worse than this game in the franchise, I won't spend my time on. Because it won't be good enough to bother with. And hey, Rua, welcome in. That is why I want to know what Sir Grotus is thinking about this issue. But even if I try to go see him, they'll catch me and send me back to the room. That is true, but you will find a soldier's room 1 floor up. Take the elevator. Once there, please obtain a soldier's uniform and change into it, avoiding detection. You will go see Sir Grotus looking like a soldier. You mean I'll be disguised? I imagine you won't take no for an answer, will you? Her shifty eyes are great. You imagine correctly. Alright, fine, I guess. Well, so what do you want me to go ask this Grotus? I will tell you. What in the world is Tech thinking? I mean, honestly, he sure is a weird computer. I guess at least we can use the elevator now. Oh, is that the elevator you wanted me to go in? Couldn't we use this to like try and escape this place if we're dressed up as a soldier? Please wait a moment. There are currently soldiers in the vicinity. I think we also went up like multiple floors. not just one. Unless we were in like the basement, then it makes sense, I guess. Now, Princess Peach. It's the room with the green lamp, very near where you disembark the elevator. Green lamp. Got it. Okay, here we go. Why is it called Paper Mario? So it's a spin-off series that's more like an RPG in gameplay than a platformer. And the aesthetic of everything is that the characters are made of paper, so they're very 2D. So that's why it's called Paper Mario. And hello, that edgy hippie girl. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. Please change here, quickly. The soldier's uniform should be in a locker. Okay, so I guess we'll check the lockers. Yeah, like paper cutouts in a 3D world. Oh, is this the uniform? Am I supposed to wear this ugly thing? Yes, that is correct. Okay, I guess we'll change here. Yeah, you can see when she turns. I don't know about this. It's awfully tight, and it kind of smells a bit. So let's see what an X-Naught Peach looks like. I guess it's very tight like a corset, but I bet it's perfect. I don't know how she shrunk down, though. Like, her height was a lot taller. I'm not gonna question the rest of it, how she fit other parts in, but the height seems odd. Okay, so where do we go to visit Grotus? Is it through here? If she's paper, she can fold in half? I guess so, but that must hurt your insides, right? Excuse me, Sir Grotus? Yes, what is it? Speak. Well, it's about Princess Peach. What do you plan to do with her going forward? Something is wrong with your voice, X-Naught. Perhaps I have a throat lozenge. No, well, never mind. Oh, about Princess Peach? I have no interest in what that woman has to say. Just keep her locked in the room. But don't ever treat her roughly. You understand? Tell the others as well. But, why in the world are we keeping her here, then? That's none of your business. Don't forget your place, you impudent worm. Concentrate on getting the legendary treasure. That's all I require of you. We Axonauts need that treasure to conquer the world. Don't forget it. Conquer the world? Legendary treasure? What are you blathering about now? Something is odd about you. Nothing odd. So Roger, or whatever. Please excuse me. Well, that was, not suspicious at all. Well, it's stuff about conquering the world. Talk about creepy. I wonder if that has anything to do with collecting those crystal stars. I'm pretty sure it has everything to do with that. Let's go get changed again. Into something that she can breathe in. Phew, good old pink dress, my favorite. Why would I ever wear anything different? I mean, you do when you play sports games. You wear different things all the time, Peach. What are you talking about? Anyway, I guess we should head back. Oh, it just puts us back. Tech, you terrible machine. So your goal is to conquer the world, is it? Of course. After all, I was built for that purpose. Conquering the world? How could you? Princess Peach, allow me to ask you something. Do you like the world you live in? There are many problems in the world, many sorrows. Do you like such a world? Of course I do. Nobody likes everything about the world, but I love the good parts. There are many sorrows, sure, but there's also joy. Is that so? Tell me, will the crystal stars help you conquer the world? And what's this treasure? I am afraid I cannot answer. Answering those questions is prohibited by Sir Grotus. Well, but... never mind. Was at least inform Mario about this awful plan for world domination. Let me use your communicator. I suppose I can allow that. Please use the communicator. Nice, we can tell Mario. Send it this instant. There we go. And back to the room. Goodbye, Tech. Good night, Princess Peach. Weird computer. So do we get Bowser next? We get Punies. Oh yeah, that's Bowser's nose, right? That thing's humongous. Everybody hide now, save yourselves. Stupid cheating Mario! Who'd have thought that fool would be in Glitchville? Did you say something, your rudeness? No, nothing at all, as far as you know. Hey, did you see those little bite-sized shrimps? What were those things? Those were some punies. One of them should know about the Crystal Star. They fear you, so they're all hiding. Let's find them all and get the info we need. Oh, we're playing as you again. Eek, flee. Yikes, this guy's big and bad. He's large and in charge. Scary Mr. Giant Bad Breath Monster. Can we just burn them? No? I don't know. Do we walk over here? Be gone! Oh, there's the big one. You're one of them, aren't you? One of the evildoers. She won her Crystal Star. Ha! See? I knew it. This ugly thing knows where the Crystal Star is. Tell us. How rude! Ugly thing? How dare you, rich crone? I'm the great puny elder. Heed my heart. Don't stare me like that. I'm too old for this stuff. I like both of these. Bowser, you have attitude, and I am totally down for that. Yes, Lord Bowser? You look as if you're just dying to say something. No, nothing. Let's move on, shall we? You, elder hack thing. Where's the Crystal Star? And don't try pulling rank again. Your answer, not your age, will determine your fate. Hag thing? Honestly, in any case, you're too late. The Crystal Star is gone. What? That's right, you rude thing. We gave it to a mustachioed man named Mario. He said he was collecting the legendary treasures to rescue some princess. What did he call her? Princess Pinch? Yep, he was off to save that lucky lass. It's Mario, not Mario. And it's not Princess Pinch. Her name is Princess Peach. But your senility... Senility? Senility? I'm not sure how you pronounce it. It's beside the point. The princess and treasures must be connected. Mario's trying to get it all. Treasures, princesses. Does his greed never end? That jackal, both Princess Peach and the Crystal Stars belong to me. To me! If I find him, I'm going to finish him off once and for all. I swear it. Oh, I got it right the first time? Okay. We'll save again. There's no real reason not to save because it takes like 2 seconds. Like unless you're speed running, then it maybe makes sense not to, but I'm not, so I don't care about the 2 seconds. So now you must leave. I understand. If you must, you must. We won't delay you. No, I'm playing Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door, which is on the GameCube. The original Paper Mario is on N64, but this is on the GameCube. I hope you succeed in finding the rest of the Crystal Stars. Good luck. Gonzalez, I want to tell you, Rockhawk ain't gonna fight dirty anymore. I'm gonna hit the weights, take some vitamins, and win this title fair and square. And I'm never ever gonna lose again. Remember, when life rocks you, rock back. Listen, G-Money, thanks for everything, man. You're the nicest dude I ever met. And if you're needed, I got your back. Me, I think I'm gonna chill here and improve my skills. King K is back, baby. I'm glad that these other guys are doing okay. Will this count towards your list of GameCube games? So I'm not sure how I want to treat this because I've technically started this before my challenge. So I don't know. I'm going to decide at some point if I want to just replay the first hour of this in the future at some point or just count this playthrough as part of the challenge. But I'm not too worried about whether it does or doesn't count at this point. Now that Grib is out of the picture, I'm going to take over running the Glitz Pit. If you ever decide to return to the ring, just come back. I'll keep your spot open. You have tons of fans, and I'd absolutely love it if you made a comeback. Anyway, think it over, okay? And travel safe. Yeah, sure, we will travel safe. How marvelous. Now we have 3 of those crystal stars. I suggest we make haste for Rogueport, wouldn't you say? Yeah, I suppose we should. Because I'm not sure if there's really anything else left to do over here. So, I'm fine just going back. And then we gotta find our way to the next chapter. So I guess first off we should stop at the door and see what our next location even is. And then after that, maybe we'll just start finding it immediately or maybe do some side quests. I'm not sure. I guess let's first just figure out where we should be heading to next. And then we can worry about it. Let's switch over so we run a bit faster. Oh. Gonzalez, you got an email. Alright, it's probably Peach's email, right? Dearest Mario, I've uncovered something terrible. These things, the X-Nauts, they're planning to take out control of the world. It's to that end that they're searching for the crystal stars. I still don't know what the crystal stars do, but you must try to get them all. I will gather what information I can. Princess Peach. Those dudes want to rule the world? That would stink. Yeah. But yeah, we've got Yoshi. He's our newest partner. Also, we will talk to Luigi momentarily. But yeah, first I just want to see what our next location is going to be. And then we'll just go from there. How do we get there quickest? I think it's through this pipe, right? I believe. And we can skip through there. Is it in here? Nope. Is it in here? I still don't know my way around these sewers very well. Okay, I think this is it. And then we fly. But maybe there's like a shorter way to do this that I don't know about. And if so, I should probably figure that out soon. You can use the zero thickness for tricks? Yeah. So there's some cool things. Like they use the fact that you're paper for some fun things. Like you can turn into a paper airplane at certain spots and things like that. So it's not pure aesthetic, they use it for gameplay as well. Alright, so that's our third star. Gotta let my cat out of the room as well. Yeah, every creature is paper in this world. At least I think so. They're all flat. And I wonder who designed iron bars. Yeah, it doesn't really make sense to me. Although I think it's just Mario that can flip himself. So for most people, they couldn't walk past it, I guess. But it is still a little bit silly. Location of a crystal star has been recorded on your magical map. So yeah, it looked like a dark and spooky forest, which is fitting for October. Hey, that shows where the fourth crystal star is. Can't that Frankly guy read it? That'd be cool, but first we better tell him what Princess Peach's email said, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's talk with Frankly. What? The group that kidnapped Princess Peach is bent on total world conquest? Uh-huh, you got that right. That's why those jerks need that legendary treasure. This doesn't bode well. The situation has gotten far more serious than I thought. Let me bring you up to speed. I've been researching just what this treasure could be. One book I came across held to what I thought was a preposterous theory. This book claimed that the treasure was, in actuality, the Great Cataclysm. The very cataclysm that 1,000 years ago sank that town underground. So these jerks think the power of that cataclysm will help them rule the world? I can't say for sure what they will do or why, but we must consider the possibility. Now that things have come to this, we mustn't let them near the legendary treasure. That's all that matters, because if they do get it, then once again this town, no, the entire world could be destroyed. Then out with it, Prof. We gotta find that next crystal star, like super quick. According to the map, it appears the next crystal star is in Twilight Town. Twilight Town? To tell you the truth, I don't know much about the place myself. Only rumors. I've heard that, as the name implies, it's perpetually dim and eerie there. Wait just a moment. What's up? Aha! There appears to be a pipe to the Twilight Town somewhere here in Rogueport. I do believe it's somewhere underneath the west part of town. Yes, definitely. If we get stuck for any reason, just come back and see me again, okay? Under the ground in the west part of town? Check, gotcha, Prof. Come on, Gonzalez, let's go. Time to break out. So, the west part of town, somewhere we gotta go. Oh, what's this email? Oh, it doesn't show it to me? Okay, I guess we'll manually open it. Oh, it's Koopy Koo. Dear Mario and Koops, hope you're doing okay. I have to admit, with Koops gone, I haven't been doing very well. I get lonely and I can go into Koop's house and smell that Koop smell. I guess it's your cologne or whatever, but it makes me so sad. I've gotten used to your smell, Koops, and the thing is your dad Kooply has his own smell, and it's weird. I think maybe it's the smell of Hooktail's gut. That's disgusting. Now I gross myself out. Oh, and since he's gonna be my dad too someday, I'd better get used to the smell, huh? Oh, what am I writing? I'm so embarrassed. But I'm sending you this anyway. He love Koopy Koo. These are Goombas, right? Aren't they enemies originally? Yeah, so, I mean, things like Goombas are enemies, but these are just like civilians. So, in this world, like some creatures are in other games enemies, but here they're like civilians. We also have a party member that's a Goomba and a party member that's a Koopa. So it seems a bit weird maybe, but that's just the way it is in this game. Not all of them are evil here. So we can upgrade, we'll upgrade Egg Dog here. With some Shazibby Shazubi. and will be upgraded to be a bit more powerful, I guess. And I don't think we have enough to upgrade Goombella, but that's fine because I don't really use her much. I think I want to do some side quests today. So I'm going to check to see, because we have quite a few open now. So let's see if we can't just do all of these. Which means this intermission between chapters will take a bit longer than the previous ones, but I think that's okay. It's me, Kubuk, the wandering hide-and-seek champion. I'm hiding somewhere in Hooktail Castle. If you find me, I'll give you something good. Yeah, we'll do that. So, we gotta go back to Hooktail Castle. But that's fine. I think it'll be fun to just do some side quests for a bit. I'll make this jump. Come on. Okay, let's see. It's not even that far away, the Hooktail Castle. Okay, but he's hiding somewhere, so it might take us a while to actually find them, because I'm not sure where they are. So we'll have to see. I'm not sure if there's going to be enemies around. But probably, right? Yeah, there are going to be enemies. Okay. I don't necessarily want to fight them, but they should be weak enough that if we have to fight any of them, it should be okay. Let's just do a jump on you. Ground pounds. Should I swap you? The coops? I mean, that's actually not gonna do that much. Hold on. Let's just see how much ground pound does. Oh, that does a lot. That's actually really good. Nice. Ancient Battle Arena? Yeah, it's basically like a stage. So it's a stage and there's a crowd in front of it as well that you can see. Wait, what's this? Huh? Oh, right. The curse thing. That's fine, I guess. We don't really need the curse. Ah, they struck first this time. That's bad. But we block it. Okay, let's mash R. Because that will murder you. Oh, what? I didn't expect that. And hey, Trojan, welcome in. Oh, someone's trying to throw a can at me. Don't do that. I feel like the Scoobas have been waiting 1,000 years to wear those shades. I mean, those shades do look pretty stylish on them. Let's be fair here. This one is pretty... I was gonna say this one is pretty easy to pull off, but then the one time that I want to say that I don't pull it off right, which is just like typical. But overall, it does feel like it's not the toughest special to do. Yeah, those red Koopas are also in the original game. I think I'll take more badge points. Badge points are basically our equipment, and I like having a lot of equipment. grab some coins and then we'll just go. Can you tell I'm not very experienced with Mario? I can tell you like the original. But that's fine. Not everyone will play all of the new stuff, so. We can increase maximum HP by 5, but I don't really want that. I think I want this. Let's see. I don't really want attack power when my partner is in peril. And hey, Potkage, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well today. Never really played the original, but I was exposed to it more because my friends had Game Boys. That makes sense. Okay, what else do we want to equip? Shrink Stomp? Not really. Maybe just have my partner auto heal? Because there's not really anything else I want. Might as well put these on, I guess. Okay, let me check behind here. We were supposed to try and find someone. I'm not sure where they're gonna be. You can't go through when riding Yoshi. That's a shame. Okay, in we go. How goes it? How's the paper quality? It goes quite well. I've been having a fun time with this game, so yeah, I've been enjoying it. For sure. Let's check through here. Well, I did not get that battle entry the way I wanted. Okay, Cat is back in the room again, because she just can't not be in my room. She wants to be so bad. And hey, Lynn, thank you as well for this. Appreciate that as well. Nope, didn't time that right at all. But we get heals for one anyway. What? Okay, I didn't even get a chance to pick up those coins, dude. Did we just win? I think we just immediately won. Nice. I'll take it. Now give me all these coins, because they're shiny. Wait, what does this do? And that just opens that. Well, it doesn't even really matter, because we can just walk through. What's in here? And this was the room that came down. I still have not seen who we're looking for at all. I think it was like a Koopa that we're looking for. That was hiding somewhere. Those holes look suspicious. Wait, what holes? Did I miss holes? In the last room? Oh, let me go back. You mean these on the ground? That's because spikes can come up from there. They did earlier, so like you had to dodge them. But we've already done this dungeon. We're backtracking now for some quests. So that's why they're now not active. Can we like talk with you? No. Okay. I guess we have to go up. They are suspicious, yeah. It's just we've already dealt with their suspicion, I guess, is the best way to put it. Have you hit that? Anyone in here? Can we just walk all the way? No. Do we still have to go outside? I guess we do. In here, maybe? Dang it, couldn't get him. That's fine though. Pretty easy fight, just 2 Magic Koopas. It's just, it barely gets you anything, so it's not really worth the time, I feel. Okay, let's go up here. Oh, there it is. That has to be them, right? Okay, we struck first. There we go. So if we drop down here. Blast! So, you found me. Curses. I felt sure that none would ever find me here. I'm a monster, you see. I love sneaking and hiding so much, I just never stop. It was a hobby, but I kept hiding, and soon I was known as the hide-and-seek Koopa. Coop. I thought it was you. We used to be neighbors back when we were barely shell high. Coops? Is that you? Yeah, Scoops. The same Coops who always had to be it when we played hide and seek. But you never found me. Not even once. I can't believe you finally did it. Yeah, I remember back then. That one day you hid, and no one ever found you. Koepoek sounds like a crunchy snack. I think because it sounds similar to kroepoek, which is like a Dutch snack, like what we call prawn crackers, I think is the English term. Right, that was the very day that I decided to become the hide-and-seek Koopa. Ever since that day, I've hid and snuck and hid my way through life. Does that pay well, just hiding everywhere? Yep, that was a crazy day. But since you found me this time, I'll give you a reward, like I promised. A special card. Ooh, that lets you play the plane mode game. Cool. Found this when I was traveling and hiding around the world. I don't need it. Well, I'm off. Time to go look for a new hiding place. Wish me luck. Guess I've still got a lot to learn about hiding if you found me, Coops. It was nice seeing you again, though. See you later. Alright, bye. As a cat, I like those a lot. Well, you'll have to fight my cat for it, because she likes them a lot. I think we can just now leave, so I'm just gonna see if I can't dash my way out of here. My mother used to fry her own. Those were the best. Ooh, that does sound pretty good. Like, I've never had, like, homemade ones. I've either had, like, store-bought or from, like, takeout. Yeah, she can have 80, you can have 20. That seems fair. Other way around? I'm not sure that you'll get her to agree on the split the other way around. Sorry to say. Oh, that doesn't even kill. That was kind of a waste of flower points then. Oh well. You can get it? Oh, you have a power block? Well, that hurts. That also hurts. Poor little Koops on his back. When the Asian shops or Stogo probably does sell hard raw ones, then you just dip them in oil for a minute. Yeah, I'm not sure which ones I've had, but yeah, I've just had like some either like yeah. Well, like I said, I've had them for takeout, I've had them from grocery stores. But it's good. And yeah, Flitz is my cat, who I've had for 20 years now. And she usually tends to like sleep next to my chair when I'm streaming. Or on my bed. So every now and then I'll have to like open the door to let her out or let her in. Yeah, 20. She is quite old for a cat. Dang it, I messed up. I thought I could make it. Jennifer recently lost her old kitty. Oh, that's sad. It always sucks to lose a pet, but it like feels extra bad when it's like a really old one, because you know they've had them for a long time. Okay, let's see what other quests we can do. Mayor Krupp, listen to me. Yeah, we'll take on. What I do dislike is that you can only have one quest at a time. Like, this would be so much better if you could take on multiple quests, because now we have to go back to where we just came from. And this is just gonna be talking to a guy. And like, there's no fast travel. Krupp and Kupuk, it's clear what you get when you put them together. Yeah, deliciousness. But yeah, that's like probably like one of my bigger complaints so far is that they're just not really like. If you do side quests this way, it's not really gonna encourage a player to do the side quests, because it ends up just being a lot of effort when it really shouldn't have to be. Because if we could just accept them all at once, then we can just work at them at your own pace, and you can at least do multiple in the same area that you have to backtrack to. But well, that's just not how the game works, unfortunately. So, pink house. Well, Murphy, you must have gotten my request. Good. Truth to be told, I've been a touch lonely here with no one to talk to. Since you're here, why don't you relax with me for a bit? Indulge in old Koopa. To tell you the truth, I've got a few things to say about kids these days. Their tempers are too short for their own good. For one, makes me want to smack them. Why, I was shopping at the Toadstool Brothers Discount Super Shop the other day. I was trying to pay, and my coin purse was stuck closed, and the kid behind me said, "Hey, geezer, want to pay so we can get out of here before the sun goes down?" Now, I may be a geezer, but sundown was clearly taking longer than I was, clearly. Speaking of sundown, reminds me of dating the missus back before she was the missus. Always had to have her home by sundown. Yes, sir, her pa was an absolute maniac. Yep, I'd keep my eyes on the sun and off the face of my missus. Gentlemanly, eh? Actually, it was sort of awkward. Kind of blinding in a painful sort of way. Just thinking about it makes me feel awkward. Isn't memory grand? But that's not what I was talking about. Now, where was I? Ah, that's right. Kids today. They know nothing about patience, I tell you. I want to stand up and yell, "Hey, you punks, be more patient, right now." Speaking of which, I think I proclaimed my love for the missus in a loud voice. Yep, she was leaving on a train and he yelled it from the platform, like in a movie. Now, what was it that I yelled to her? Something about her shell, maybe. Ah, wait, I think I've strayed from my point again. Or wait, did I? Anyhow, me and the missus were madly in love. Head over shells, I tell you. Now, wait, my point was something about the kids today, right? Ah, whatever. Ah, my dear sweet missus, the way you comb my eyebrows, such tenderness. Oh, sorry, I got distracted there. You get my point. Sorry I had to listen to all that. Wasn't too boring though, I'd wager. I mean, Mario's literally asleep. I think it was that boring. I was happy to get a little FaceTime with the youth of today. Oops, I forgot to set up the tea. Aren't I an old ninny? My apologies. In fact, I haven't even added the hot water part. Oh, sorry. Turtley leaf. Okay. If you cook a turtley leaf, you can make some amazing tea. If you change your mind, you can come back and listen to me yap anytime. Okay, cool. We solved it. I'm gonna run now. I'm gonna try and dodge the enemies. Dang it, couldn't dodge that one. Unfortunate. Oh, you can ground from there. Should be enough. Oh, flower point? I think we got it. Yeah, you can never make that. That's just unfortunate timing. You have to be patient and wait. Can't get into pipes either, riding Yoshi. Interesting. I'll have to keep that in mind for sure. Yeah, how many side quests do we have left? One, two, three, four, five, six. Dang, that's quite a few actually. More than I thought. I'm gonna get there in a year, so I want some insurance, a life shroom. I'm in no big hurry, but sometime before my time comes. I need to make sure I actually have a life shroom before I accept that. And I don't right now. Lala? The Beyond the Party is now having its grand opening event. Whoever takes his request gets something special from Lala the cute kitty boo. Waiting on Roker's west side. Yeah, we'll do that. Because we can actually just go there now. So that'll work for me. But we should probably check some stores here as well to see if any of them sell a live shroom. Just so that once we get one, we can... Hey, is it you? Hey, hello there, Mario. Welcome to the parlor. Oh, you took on my trouble. That's so super. Well, okay, here's your special thing. Hey, don't tell anybody. Hey, what's the matter? You look disappointed. Well, fine, whatever. Enjoy the parlor. Play and win. Alright, so we can play some games now. I want to save that for another time. I'll hold 10 Piantas for you, Mario. Because I don't want to do the gambling games now. We'll do that another time. And hey, Shamu, welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. Posting Eggdog when we're riding Eggdog. Okay, what's this next one? That's in a world of hurt down there. Please, you gotta help him. I'm waiting at the entrance to the pit of 100 trials. Sure. I'm pretty sure we can go there. You remember how to get there easily? I'm pretty sure if it's... Yeah, we should be able to get there if we just go past the room with the 1000-year door. I'm not sure if that's the most efficient way to go there, but that's the way I remember to get there. So for now, it makes sense to just do that. I kind of wonder though, because we should be able to break this. Okay, and that creates a shortcut. Nice. This is feeling a bit like Skyrim with Mario. I mean, it is like an RPG with Mario. So you have like little quests and stuff to do. So in that sense, it is a bit like that. Okay, so it's here, right? Yeah, there we go. What's up? You took my trouble? Oh, thank the stars. This is just terrible. My dad went into the pit of 100 trials and he never came out. He lost his job and said the only way to support it was the pit's treasures. But I don't need treasure. I just want my dad back. Please help him. Well, I have to do this? I don't want to do that. We're gonna save that trouble for later then. I thought we just had to go to the entrance of it and not actually have to go in and do things, I guess. I've played that many RPGs either. Skyrim, Fallout, and Coder are the ones I could think of. Yeah, I mean, I haven't really played many Western RPGs, because, like, I tried them out, but they never really interested me. I'm definitely more into JRPGs, which fits Mario better. And thank you for the gift sub to Shamu Levy. Appreciate that. And enjoy the emotes as well. How do Japanese ones differ? I feel... I may be wrong in some of these aspects. But I feel like Western RPGs focus a bit more on the role-playing part. Like, yeah. So, like Lynn's saying, like, D&D inspiration. I mean, all of it comes from there, but I feel like the Western RPGs focus a lot more on the character creating and you being able to have a lot of control over the character you play and how you want to customize it and the choices you make. Whereas the JRPGs that I enjoy focus more on a story, like a preset story that they want to tell. And yeah, it's more about an existing story that you follow, and that appeals to me more. And also, I feel like most Western RPGs At least newer ones have very different combat that I'm not too interested in. I want to cancel. It'll cost us 30 coins? I don't want to pay 30 coins just because I don't want to do the Pit of Trials. What? Like, the way they do quests in this is dumb. Like, it doesn't let you accept multiple. If you want to cancel a quest because you realize you can't do it afterwards, you have to pay. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Screw side quests for now. I'm gonna stay at the inn and I think after that we're just gonna try and find the way to the next place. Yeah, I just used my ink coupon. It's fine. JRPGs are inspired by roguelikes, and roguelikes are pretty much inspired by what if we did D&D on a computer, kinda. Yeah, I think that's definitely like the origin of it. Which I think it's really the big differences in what they... I think the differences are mainly in like gameplay and the amount of customization freedom, etc. that you have. But also like in the combat style and other things. Oh, right. Let's talk with Luigi, because he's going to have a new adventure. Got my second piece of the marvelous compass at Plump Belly Village recently. Oh boy, I really got my hands dirty on that one, I'll tell you what. It's pretty wild. Want to hear? Yeah, I do. Let's hear about Plump Belly Village this time, Luigi. Well, like I said, it's a really long story, but here goes. Once we made landfall on the Strudel continent, we made for Plump Belly Village. Once we got there, though, we immediately noticed that something was wrong. We learned from the mayor that the town was ruled by a giant snake named Hiza. He said his own daughter was going to be offered up as a sacrifice to this beast too. So of course, being heroic, I offered myself up to go in her stead. Brave, huh? And the custom was for sacrifices to be dressed as brides, so I got all dolled up. It was one hot sacrifice, bro. I looked so good, I fooled our foes and got in Hiza's lair. Seriously, why are we not playing this game? Why are we not playing the game where Luigi cross-dresses? We're playing the wrong adventure. It was kind of rough fighting in that gown, but I managed. Chiffon really chaves, bro. I finally found Hiza, and the snake had a second head on it still. Talk about scary. It fainted real quick, but when it came to, I managed to distract both heads. It reared up, fangs bared to attack, and at that moment, I deftly lunged left. His gaping mouth smashed into one another, and he vanished in a cloud of smoke. A shining plate fell down on the spot where Hiza's body had been coiled. Yes, another compass piece. I set it, and I pointed east, to Circuit Break Island. Just as I was about to leave town, the mayor asked me to stay and marry his daughter. I thought about it, she was sorta cute, but we ended up sneaking off the next morning. I mean, I still have to save Princess Eclair from the Chestnut King. And when the marvelous compass activated this time, I heard somebody's voice. It was so beautiful, bro. I'm certain it was Princess Eclair's voice. My heart began to race. That's when I realized it. Princess Eclair, I think I kind of zoned out there. So yeah, we set sail again after ditching town. And somehow we managed to get back here to Rogueport. And here I am. Yeah, Mario keeps falling asleep. It's pretty rude. Oh, that's the Game Maker's Toolkit video, right, Lynn? Yeah, that one was pretty good. So we had to go to a pipe underneath, so I'm thinking maybe here? But let's check. Had to let my cat out of the room again. Actually though, there are a couple of things we might be able to do now that we couldn't do previously. Is this still locked? Yeah. I'm not sure if there's actually anything here. I don't think here specifically has anything for us. But I'm pretty sure there's more to do in the sewers still. Where does this put me? Okay, let's dodge you. Oh dang, they struck first. There we go. We got rid of him. Is Pokemon a JRPG? Yes. Pokemon is a JRPG. Yeah, I can't like get high enough to get on that, right? Yeah, okay, so I don't think I can do anything with that. Okay, what was down here? Okay, no, this was the... I don't really want to do the Pit of Trials, even though I have to do it for that side quest, but... Eh. Like, that just sounds like a boss rush thing or enemy rush. And I don't feel like just getting into a bunch of fights in a row here. Can we go through here? We can. I don't know if there's anything here, though. No, I don't think here there's anything. Mariah's lost a lot of that ridiculous jump height he had in the original game. Yeah, in this game, he doesn't really jump that high. I don't think there's anything over there either. Oh, that's for the Enter Your Marble channel redeem is for Monday streams. I should actually have it disabled on other days, but I don't currently have it disabled. But the idea is that every Monday... Wow, we can't make that? I thought we would be able to make that with Yoshi. Yeah, we do a marble race, and then you can enter your marble as well, and then if you win, you get to pick the game. Can we not make this? Dang it, I'm timing it wrong. That seems so short though. Oh, come on, I swear they were down. Whatever. That's the one thing I wanted to actually check that we could do, but... can't really do that either. Okay, we should be able to break this though. Alright, and both of you will get entered on Monday. What is it with this? Why is it colored differently? There's one on that side as well. Oh wait, maybe I can probably jump down and like butt stomp these, right? Okay, yeah, that creates a pipe. Oh, I did it because I wasn't supposed to. I mean, it's fine. It's just that usually I intend to only have it enabled on Monday so people just get it immediately, and they don't have to, like, wait. Oh, hey, is that a shortcut? Huh. Okay, so that's a shortcut to the puny tree. That's cool. And where does the other one take us? But yeah, I usually do it on Monday so people can immediately tell what they want, but it's fine too, like this. Oh, so these are both shortcuts. Okay, cool. Hey, gondola. And everyone's entering their marble now. That's fine. We'll just have a lot of marbles. I guess we can't do anything with that. So this is just shortcuts all the way over here. Don't lose them. I won't lose my marbles. I want to be part of the crows. Yeah, it makes sense. But yeah, we'll enter all of you in the marbles race on Monday, and then if any of you win, then you'll get to pick the game we play the Monday afterwards. And yeah, this Monday it's gonna be Knockout Kings 2003, and then I still need to decide on my other game that I'm gonna play. I should decide and make sure I test them tomorrow. Will this make you play Catwoman again? No, games can only be played once. If they've been checked off, they can't be decided. Or they can't be chosen again. So no more Catwoman, but don't worry. I'm sure you can find plenty of other absolute gems in the list. Should we pipe to Twilight Town somewhere beneath town? Or, you know, alternatively, you can allow me to play something fun. Diamonds in the rough? I mean, they're rough. I'm not sure how on their diamondness. They are certainly rough, though. But I am hoping to find, like, at least a couple of, like, diamond in the roughs in all of it. I'm not sure if I will run into any, but that's what I'm kind of hoping. Oh, wait. I can probably do here. There's that pipe there. What's this? Oh, that's the Twilight Town. Okay, so that is where we want to go for the next chapter. We can't break that yet. But where does this pipe go? This goes to the background. Oh, dang it. Messed up my timing. That's okay. Oh, this is just for, what's that? A star shard? Forget what it's called. Star piece. That's fine though. We can use those. I think we use those to buy like the badges from the one guy. Not sure. Yeah. So I guess we'll head down here and what? The pipe rejected you? Excuse me, what? You know, that's... I didn't think, you know, that this would happen with pipes too now. No, I thought at least inanimate objects I would be safe with. Don't worry, I know what rejects feel like. You're not alone. We can be rejected by pipes together. Yo, prof, you have any tips for being more attractive? Found your pipe and that thing's all stopped up. We tried and tried, but we can't break through it. Got any drain cleaner? Right, so dating tip from Yoshi. If a woman rejects you, just pour drain cleaner down her throat and then she can't reject you because she'll die. Just a little tip. What? You can't get through the pipe, you say? How odd. I'm afraid of having the foggiest idea of what you should do. Ah, of course. I've heard that a fellow from Twilight Town lives here in Rogueport. If anybody knows how to get through the pipe, it'll be him. His name was, dang, what was it? Ah, yes, the lover of dark places. Darkly. Okay. Pipe rejection might sound really wrong if you literally translate it to Dutch. Yes. That would certainly get some different connotations to it. Seemed loitering right here in this part of town in the past. Look for Darkly. Okay. Yo, you Darkly? Oh yeah, I've heard of that guy. Dude's always moving from shadow to shadow. I bet you can find him behind a building or something, definitely. So like here? Is it you? Hi there, the name's Darkly. Do you guys need something? You want to know how to get through the pipe to Twilight Town? Couldn't be easier. You just need to have something that has your name written on it. Do you have anything that has your name written on it? Come on, everyone does. No? Really? Okay, hang on. I'll write it for you. What's your name? Mario, huh? Okay, I'll write it here on the seat of your overalls. Mario, right? There, perfectamundo. While I'm at it, I'll write your partner's name too. What's your name? Eggdog, baby. Yeah, write Eggdog on my ass. Hey, watch where you're drawing, buddy. I don't know what errand is taking you to Twilight Town, but I hope it goes well. I'll be rooting for you. Oh yeah. The sexiest booty shorts have Eggdog written across the butt crack. You just know it. Everyone's gonna be jealous. Are we healed up actually? Should we heal? We might want to heal because we actually took a lot of damage attempting the thing. I don't know what to call it, but the spike mace. Just looked through the GameCube list and found maybe 3 or so games that I played. None of them a whole lot. Suppose a Serious Sam game that might be fun. Yeah, I'm sure there's like gonna be some that will be cool. What were the 3 or so games that you've played personally that you spotted? Out of curiosity. Okay, let's drop in. A Harry Potter game and 2 Worms games. Dang it, that was bad. I just healed 2, so I didn't really want to get into a fight here, which is a bit annoying. But, I mean, I only have myself to blame for falling down here, right? Also, sorry if you hear some noises. My cat is, like, scratching my chair. She came back in. She's like, I want attention bad. I don't know why. Worms 3D was an interesting idea, but kind of clunky and hard to play. I don't think I've played the Worms game on GameCube, but I do enjoy, like, Worms when I have played it. So I definitely would be interested to play that GameCube one and see how it is. Let's not jump on this guy. That would probably hurt us pretty bad. Wait, where does this... I don't think we want this one, right? Versus is way better in the classic 2D setup. Yeah, I can definitely see that being better. I still need to finish playing Metroid Prime. I've played like the first hour or so of Metroid Prime way back in the day. But I've never fully played through it. It's been so long, I kind of like forgot what it's like. Yeah, Worms multiplayer is really good. I kind of hope that I can get... can do some of the game's multiplayer eventually, but we'll have to see.